Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A hot cross bun in the morning to fuel up for an Easter egg search during the day is a must for any Easter celebration. According to the royal family's official website, the delectable fruit treats are also a favorite in the royal household. These incredibly tasty buns would make the ideal Easter dessert. Why not make your own this year if you're feeling daring? They're a tasty snack to have throughout the day and a beautiful addition to your Easter decor. We present to you the straightforward yet efficient recipe that the personal pastry cooks of King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla shared with us. Here's how to make the royal recipe straight from the royal family's official website. Your piping hot cross buns will make everyone jealous. Composition: 1.5 eggs from a free-range flock, 25 grams, 1/8 cup, and 375 grams, 3 cups, of fresh yeast robust flour, 2 teaspoons of caster sugar, unrefined, 60 grams, or 1/4 cup chopped and cooled unsalted butter, a large pinch of salt 130 ml, or 1/2 cup of warm water, 2 mixed candied peel, 2 tablespoons of golden raisins, 2 of raisins, 2 finely ground spice mixture, regarding the piping paste, 4 basic white flour, 1 tablespoon of caster sugar, unrefined, 1 spoonful of chili water, regarding the sugar syrup. Instructions: 100 ml, 1/2 cup, water 200 grams, 1 cup, unrefined caster sugar. Set the oven's temperature to 220 C, 425 of, gas mark 7. Mix the yeast with the warm water. Put the flour, sugar, salt, and mixed spice in a big mixing basin and sieve. In the center of the mixture, create a well. Pour the eggs into the well in the middle of the dry ingredients after combining them with the scattered yeast in a separate bowl. Combine until a soft, flexible dough is formed, then mix in the butter. After transferring the dough to a surface dusted with flour, gently fold in the dried fruit. For an additional 5 minutes, or until the dough feels elastic and smooth, knead it. This recipe will yield about 15 buns when the dough is divided into equal-sized portions. Each ball of dough should have doubled in size after it has been rolled into a ball, placed on a baking pan that has been prepared, covered with cling film, and allowed to proof for 30 to 45 minutes. In the interim, stir together the piping paste ingredients until you get a mixture that can be used to pipe across onto each bun. After the buns are done proving, pipe the crosses on top of them, put them in the oven on the center rack, and bake for 8 to 12 minutes, or until they are lightly golden brown. Boil the sugar and water to produce the sugar syrup while they bake. Buns should be brushed with warm sugar syrup as soon as they are taken out of the oven and left to cool on a wire rack. Whether they are in Britain or not, royals mark their calendars with important dates like Easter. Easter Sunday is a major royal event. Notable royals to attend the yearly Christian celebration, which culminates in Holy Week, include King Charles, Queen Camilla, King Philip, and Queen Letizia. These royals dress to impress for the unique ceremony. There will be a liturgy at St. George's Chapel that the British royal family is anticipated to attend. Aside from religion, the Easter season is also a time for delicious food and treasured family customs. Imagine decadent chocolate desserts and classic lamb roasts. Now that the festivities are underway, find out how the European royal family celebrates Easter by reading on. The Spanish royal family has traveled to the island of Mallorca for Easter vacation in the past. Easter Sunday was a traditional Easter Mass held at the Cathedral of Palma de Mallorca, attended by King Juan Carlos I and Queen Sofia, as well as King Philip, Queen Letizia, and their 2 daughters, Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia. When Philip and Letizia were engaged in 2004, they attended the service for the first time as a couple. Since then, they have attended every year except for 2007. In 2019, the family decided to spend Easter in the capital of Spain, the royal family of Denmark. The Danish royal family has celebrated Easter in Marselisborg Palace in Aarhus, which has served as Her Majesty's summer residence since 1967, ever since Queen Margrethe of Denmark ascended to the throne in 1972. The Danish royal family usually meets for a customary liturgy at Aarhus Cathedral on Easter Sunday. Queen Margrethe, who abdicated as queen on January 14 of this year, is a devoted grandmother to 8 grandchildren and is highly involved in Easter craft-making. It is said that she likes to color eggs of her loved ones. She also brought this endearing custom to her children, Crown Prince Frederik and Prince Joachim. King Harald V and Queen Sonja of Norway used to spend their Easter vacations in the Highlands. They would travel from Oslo to Sikkelsdalen on the Friday before Palm Sunday, staying in a remote cabin. The king and queen own the lodge, known as Prince Hytta, which offers breathtaking views of the nearby lakes and mountains. The official website of the Norwegian royal family states that weatherboarding is used to clad some of the new buildings, while notched logs are used to build the original one. Traditional small-pane windows painted white adorn the walls, which have been coated with tar. Slate or lawn covers the rooftops. Harald and Sonja would take advantage of the snow-covered mountains by pulling out their skis while they were there. The Norwegian royal family's plans for this year's celebration are unknown, but we do know that King Harald will be on sick leave until April 8 due to the recent permanent pacemaker fitting. The palace acknowledged on February 27 that the 87-year-old monarch became unwell with an illness during his private vacation in Malaysia. Maundy Thursday is when the British royal couple, King Charles and Queen Camilla, usually start the Easter celebrations. The royal couple went to York Minster in 2023 and gave Maundy money to 74 men and 74 women in appreciation of their service to the church and community. Typically, Princesses Eugenie and Beatrice, Mike and Zara Tyndall, and the Prince and Princess of Wales attend the royal family's special Easter Sunday service at St George's Chapel on the Windsor grounds. Royal well-wishers often turn out in large numbers to celebrate, leaving gifts and flowers for the celebrant. A few culinary pleasures wouldn't make the annual celebration complete, and rumors have it that the late Queen and her husband preferred fish on Good Friday, while a roast lamb and fresh veggies would take center stage on Easter Sunday itself. The official website of the royal family states that in the past, several of the royal palaces have hosted egg hunts and painting workshops to celebrate Easter, despite the popular belief that the royals do not take part in an annual Easter egg hunt. Treasure trails have previously been held at Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace's Royal Mews, and the Palace of Holyrood House. The royal family of Monaco. Although the specific Easter traditions of Princess Charlene and her spouse Prince Albert of Monaco are unknown, back in 2022, Charlene, a former Olympian swimmer, shared pictures of the family celebrating Easter Mass in the palace's private chapel on her Instagram stories. The world was taken aback by the Princess of Wales' cancer declaration this week, even the royal correspondents who had been following her tale closely since early January. In the most recent episode of a Right Royal podcast, ITV News' Chris Shipp and royal novelist Robert Hagman spill the beans. The host Andre Carmano and AHLLO's royal editor Emily Nash discuss the startling news with 2 well-known royal journalists in this week's episode of a Right Royal podcast. Robert Hagman, the royal novelist, and Chris Shipp, the royal editor of ITV News, explain how they learned about Kate's significant health update and provide behind-the-scenes looks at the production of the 2-minute, 15-second film. Emily remembers, "I received a message around 1:45 p.m. stating that there would be an update regarding the Princess of Wales while we were finishing up the magazine." She continues by describing how her stomach turned upon realizing the precise nature of the update. As startled as anybody, the author Robert expressed his surprise. "It was one of those stand by your desk's moments," he continues. "As I watched it in the Mail's newsroom, I noticed how depressed everyone was. A national sense of very deep sympathy and shock, he says, emphasizing that was not what we were expecting. Robert continues in the podcast, which you can listen to below, by describing who oversaw the creation of Kate's video and how the late Queen also used the same team to deliver her most moving speech to the country while it was under lockdown. He makes it clear, this was not an in-house production. BBC Studios Events, the industry leader in recording everything from the coronation to the cenotaph, handled this. They were the ones who travelled to Windsor to capture the late Queen giving the nation's well-known COVID address, "We will meet again." To film this, the exact same unit was dispatched. Robert commends Kate's video for being direct, incredibly poised, and all done in one take, highlighting its professionalism. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.